I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New York Giants. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Here's the kicker, Aldrick Rosas, ready to get us going. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
There are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL, but I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stature and frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person. And now he's starting to put it all together with consistency in his game, throwing, running, leading.
Okay, 180. Mike 47. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Leonard Williams was one of the top draft picks coming out of USC, and he's done nothing to diminish the comparisons people make of past greats.
Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ready? 180. Watch the run. Watch the run. Ready?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Oh, you got deep?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising neither one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Get in the weight room.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, 48 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's the offense, and we give you too much power here. We let you highlight the player. Why'd you choose Zeitler?
Because I think the big guys up front never get enough credit. Kevin Zeitler, a guard, tough, nasty. We've got to give him some love.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long, and that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
At the 30-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Right to the 3. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, here's Newton. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, Jones looking left sideline, incomplete. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
Eric Reed is a safety that you can use all over on defense, both in the box as a tackler and back deep as a cover man.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set it down.
They'll run with Barkley. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
60 Pittsburgh.
Now Jones. That's caught by Penny. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Go now. 8 Reed.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Throwing Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley, and the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Barkley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Panthers defense gearing up as they take the field. And a big reason they've got the lead here in the first half, some of these hits we're going to see here.
Almost like they're a group of superheroes, right? Something out of a comic book. Boom, pow, biff. They are really playing well and making things happen on their side of the ball.
Taking me back to my childhood a bit.
There you go. You had a collection, didn't you?
I did. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Drop deep, drop deep. 49, check 49.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Let's go. 50, plant. 54. And let's get this. Yeah.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. McCaffrey on the counter, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now on 2nd and 16. Newton, right's got it. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. McCaffrey following the penalty. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
We'll see if he can look and do some soul searching now. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a giant 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right there, 54.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On the draw, this is Barkley. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide, they want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses.
Ready? 180?
Mike 29. Not today, you are. Not today.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. On 1st down, it's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. A final shot before the break. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Barkley, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Newton now to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Jones now on 1st and 10. Catch made by Slayton. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K-Rod short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Jones looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just wanted you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
A shotgun snap for Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jones throwing to start the drive, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jones to throw again. That's complete to Slayton. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, 47 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
So what did you say earlier, my man? You said one big play away from getting back in this game. And guess what? There it was.
Yeah, we talked about it, that despite the scoreline, they were that close on the road, and boom, there you go.
Well done, Nostradamus.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Newton to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Here we go.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight down. There you go. Quick down.
Now Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down and 4, Newton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you.
From the gun, here's Newton. Complete to right. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air again, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
188. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd down and 12. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Again, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
32-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Giants, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Jones now operating from the gun. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go, set, 8, read.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
First down.
Here we go. 15, line it. 15 line. Give me 5.
Jones on first down. He's got his man. This is Tate.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw, and it's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's 3rd and short. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Throwing Jones. He completes it to Tate. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mario Addison in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down. A really nice knockdown. He has so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
He's back to throw. This is Shepard on the catch. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be 2nd and goal. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Ready? Get it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now Newton and the Panthers down 18-17, 24 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down.
Ready.
Back to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Newton to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One last throw here for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play, and this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.